Hello, welcome to episode 2 of my Noob to Pro series. If you haven't watched the first part, make sure to go check it out. The link to the first episode will be either at the top right now or in the description below, so make sure to check that out first. So after I finished part 1, I left on level 19. I am now level 59, almost 60. So I did do a little bit of grinding off camera. Admittedly, it wasn't the most interesting thing in the world because the majority of it was just me going in and out of games, spending my gold on upgrading equipment. So now let's see where I'm at now that I'm almost level 60. So I did manage to get my equipment to B- grade, and on the last episode, I believe it was about E grade, but that was just the pilot to the series. And now the majority of my focus has been just grinding up gold so I can spend some more in this video. And I actually did want to talk about the skill tree a little bit. There were a few things I wanted to get, such as red flare. This definitely made maps that are the best to grind on easier to do, just to find titans easier, as well as hand grinder was also a really helpful skill during this. I just kept getting grabbed a lot. And I also did grab counter, but I haven't really used it that much, but it is pretty okay when you do get to use it. But I was mainly after the red flare. And I still don't have the best perks. I just have a little bit more ODM damage with forceful. And these have been the majority of my grinding time, is just between Giant Forest and Utgard, which is what I normally recommend, especially if it's just like a luck boost on like Trost or Shiganshina, because in the lower grades, luck isn't going to do anything for you anyway, so you might as well just stick to these two. And you know what? I do have 95 rerolls now, so I'm going to go spin a little bit. Maybe we can get something good. Let's see. So I'm not even going to lie, I just realized it's not even 2 times family luck. I'm actually going to stop spinning here. I don't recommend spinning at all unless if it's 2 times family luck, which always happens on weekends. But I am actually pretty happy with the family I got, mainly just so I can do some more damage and maybe my ODM will feel a little bit easier to do. And I'm definitely not going to be getting a serum for a while, so this debuff does not matter at all. Alright, and since I do have 122,000 gold, I am now just going to work on my equipment and let's see what I can upgrade, with my highest priority being anything damage related. Okay, so a lot of the upgrades are super expensive and now I only have 9.8k, so I might be able to put something into the skill tree. No, I want to go for another offense perk, so I'm actually just going to try to invest all I can into the middle skill tree, but I just ran out of gold, so we're going to get that much, but now we will have an easier time grinding. And now I'm going to load up in Utgard and do exactly what I did during my last video. So during this segment of the video, I am going to be answering some viewer submitted questions. If you are interested in asking me a question, there is a link to a Google form in the link in the description, or it'll be in the comments as well for the next video. So the first question we have is from Torti. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and they asked if I plan on playing with my community or do giveaways, and the answer to this is I do both. I have done giveaways in the past, and I also do play with my community on streams. My stream schedule is both displayed on Twitch as well as it's in my Discord as well, pinned in the stream alerts channel, but I'll put it up on screen for those who maybe don't use Twitch or Discord. Feel free to convert these times to your time zone to know when I stream. The next question we have is from It Ya Boy Jeff, and they ask, what do you think the worst AOT game I have ever played is? And honestly, I feel like I kind of answered that in one of my previous videos where I explore old Attack on Titan games. To be honest, I haven't really played much Attack on Titan games. There's some super popular ones like Freedom War and others, and honestly, none of them interested me as much as AOTR has, so it's probably any Attack on Titan game that I've played in that video. The next question is from Daxision, and they ask, if you're Prestige 3, do you focus on upgrading your ODM or Thunder Spears when you are low level? And they mentioned they had Ackerman. So Ackerman is good for both ODM and Thunder Spears, and I would say it really depends on a few things. If you do not have perks or skills in your skill tree that increase the amount of Thunder Spears you have, I would just focus on ODM right now. And so you can get perks like Maximum Firepower, even Munitions Master, Explosive Fortune, and just other things to make it so you can have enough Thunder Spears to last during raids. I did have a video going over this. In that video, I went over 2 builds. One was focused more on damage, and the other one was focused on ammo conservation. I will say I do wish I can change that video a little bit. I would replace one of these skills with Hellfire Barrage. I would probably replace the one where you shoot a bunch of spears in like a circle. I would change that for Hellfire Barrage. So again, focus on ODM unless if you have enough Thunder Spears to last you during like an any guard or something. This next question is from Tomb XD. They say, congrats on 1,000 subs. Appreciate it. And they were wondering why I started this Noob to Pro series. And there's a few reasons. One, I wanted to see how much I can get done before update 4. And honestly, I got a lot of people that were requesting this as well, who wanted to see me do it. And my channel is focused on having content cater towards newer folks. And I guess the best way of doing that is by becoming a newer person to the game. So I would say that was also a huge reason of why I wanted to start this series. I also just kind of miss playing AOTR back when I was super new to it, and it's given me a lot of nostalgia of just grinding skirmishes, so it's been really fun doing that. And the last question we have is from F1. They say that they are level 40, they can't progress, they do stalls here and there, but are still having difficulties. So I would say, as I usually recommend, is any guard is going to be really solid when it comes to grinding for gold and XP. If you have a good build, you can get that done in like 2 minutes, rather stall is set to be 3 minutes. So good builds in any guard can net about 200,000 gold every 2 minutes, depending on, of course, your build and what difficulties you're able to do. Unless if you're stuck on ODM, I don't recommend doing it on ODM, unless if you have like Helos or something, but if you're just sticking with a regular build, Thunder Spears are the way to go for any guard, as well as Titan Shifting. Stall is also very good, but if you feel like you're stuck, then that might be why. As well as making sure to follow the map's boosts. So again, as I mentioned, doing gold boosts, doing XP boosts, etc, etc. But if there is just like a luck boost, then I would stick to Giant Forest or Utgard. Utgard more specifically, if you're having a hard time navigating Giant Forest. That's what I would recommend for grinding gold and XP. I hope that helps. Alright, and admittedly, that did take me a long time to do, even without any modifiers. And so now I'm going to go back to hard difficulty, but with a few modifiers on, just to make grinding a little bit easier. And then once my equipment is higher, I'll switch over to severe with maybe some extra modifiers instead. But I'll be grinding this for a little bit longer. Alright, and yeah, about half the time, for maybe about far less than the rewards from the previous one, I'll put both mission completed screens side by side to do a comparison and a further analysis in just a second. So a few things are, I've been working a lot on my quests, mainly been focusing on stunning titans to get those quests out of the way. I still have some more to claim, actually. And so now I so far have 18 keys saved up. So far, my goal is going to be getting 30 so that I can buy a female serum as soon as possible. Chances are, maybe I'll even be able to get one before. I might end up just buying a serum with these anyway. And another thing is I have been doing every mission so far solo. I mean, there was one time somebody joined my mission, but I think they might have joined on accident as soon as I hit the ready up button. But so far, all of these have been solo. And now I'm going to check on what the next boost is. And it's an Utgard luck boost. A little unfortunate. I'm not really looking for a luck boost right now. I'm more looking for XP or gold. But that's fine, because I planned on grinding Utgard regardless, so maybe I can get something good. Maybe even some more epic perks, maybe even a legendary, but I guess we'll see. We'll just do some more grinding for now. So as I mentioned, how you decide to go about modifiers and grades depends on a few things. Even though you can do, let's say for example, severe, but it takes you like 8 minutes, but hard takes 4 minutes, and in severe you get double the rewards, it is still best to go with the grade below, mainly because when you go above the grade that takes you 8 minutes to do, you run the risk of dying, and right now your streak doesn't matter too much. You're not going to be worrying about your streak. It does offer more gems, but that's for a later time. And as for the modifiers, if you are in the situation where you're trying to play severe and it does take you 8 minutes, definitely do not run a single modifier. At most you can maybe get away with fog, but in that situation when you're playing a grade below, you can throw on Nightmare, Oddball, Chronic Injuries, Injury Prone, and maybe Fog. I wouldn't recommend Time Trial, but if you are consistently getting under Time Trial, you can, of course, throw it on as you see fit. So that's actually going to do it for this video. I don't think I really have anything else to talk about until I reach Prestige 1. This section of the game is very bare bones. It's just about upgrading your equipment, and there's a lot more to talk about when I get to Prestige 1, such as trading and Thunder Spears. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. So make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe for more, and again, please go follow me over on Twitch. The link will be in the description or on screen right now, as well as joining the Discord server so you can stay up to date on whenever I make a sneak peek for upcoming videos, or if you just want to see my stream schedule or be notified when I do stream, as well as talking in my community. I'm very active there, so if you have any questions for me or just want to chit chat with me, I'm going to be there. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.